In recent hours, the news that Catherine, the beautiful Welsh princess, has cancer has shocked the whole world. I'm so sorry and love that girl so much. Meghan and Harry's greeting from California to Catherine was probably just diplomatic. Those insensitive and disrespectful wishes from Meghan and Harry need to be eliminated. After Catherine's announcement, the whole world was shocked to hear the shocking news that she had cancer. I was once again deeply saddened and sent words of encouragement to her. However, again, let her recover quietly. She needs privacy. A woman as brave as any, sitting alone and making her deepest arguments, a wife, and most of all, a mother. Recover your own time in peace, surrounded by your loved one. You don't need to bring people with no personality anywhere near can be better even in the country. And Meghan and Harry sending words of comfort to Catherine sounds like they were just being social. How insensitive are those comforting words? Harkle's statement is just another example of how desperately they try to show people that they are still connected and involved with the royal family when the truth is the opposite. They knew the Welsh family wanted nothing to do with them. The Prince and Princess of Wales are so fond of these two terrible couples that they will leave their family alone under any circumstances, which is why they were self-aware that they didn't send any wishes in the first place. What good for Princess Catherine? They were just busy exploiting the royal family's recent misfortune by participating in an NBC interview, buying airtime during an arts festival to criticize the royal family, and launching a Royal Sussex website. Their arrogance. Orchard site to attract worldwide public attention to the royal family. However, since then, the shock of the Harkles public has backfired. They now want to be in the good graces of the royal family. Hence, this arrogant statement to Princess Catherine that we saw today. If this statement tells us anything, it only reinforces the fact that the Harkles are completely outsiders to the royal family. The royal family has successfully kept their distance, and they are unrelated to anything royal. I'm afraid Harry is not a big enough man to apologize to William and Catherine. Even if he wanted to, Meghan wouldn't allow it. Catherine's illness will not reconcile them. That terrible couple needs to go and finish and utter bad words about personal necessities. How could they be necessities if we were told about them? In my opinion, William will never forgive his brother. Let's put ourselves in our situation and see. How forgiving would you be if one of your family members disparaged you and the rest of your family around the world? I will certainly never forgive anyone who did that to my entire family, so stop talking because of that. Harry should be forgiven. Harry is a 40-year-old man. He is a problem for the royal family. He spent his whole life and constantly had his way in everything. Now he's sulking because he doesn't understand half of it. Sadly, the tower is no longer in use. Meghan and Harry know very well that family and friends call Catherine, not Kate, at her request. Our dear and wise Queen Elizabeth advised removing her childhood eyeglasses Kate's many years ago because she did not want Catherine to be known as Queen Kate in the future. Meghan and Harry knew this, so they used passive-aggressive tactics again, knowing that not everyone knew about this. However, it was still an attack. From the way it was written, I could tell Meghan wrote it, however Harry gave her permission. The statement was made too little, too late. Catherine had been ill since Christmas, and this was the first time the Markles had acknowledged her. They called her Kate, knowing that she did not like being called Kate and did not acknowledge her real name or title, even though they signed with their titles and not Harry and Meghan. The statement was short, cold, as if she were simply a not-so-close colleague. This statement had the distinct air of being forced out by their desperate PR team, who knew that in these dire circumstances, they had to say something. There are rumors that The recent despicable comments about Catherine, her marriage, and the Where's Kate campaign have been fueled by Team Sussex, who get all their information from Meghan. The Markles can do nothing to repair the damage they have caused and will never be trusted again. William would rather turn to Mike Tyndall than Harry. Harry had destroyed his relationship with his family and could no longer be trusted. Once Harry realizes exactly what he has done, I am sure he will feel guilty and remorseful. Sadly for him, though there were 2 members of his family that he killed. Leave them heartbroken at the end of their lives, and he'll never get the chance to do it. Meghan Markle appeared and ruined their relationship because she is very jealous. This is not a good time for Harry and his wife to get close to the Princess of Wales after all they have said and done with the royal family. This is the time to send well wishes to the Princess of Wales and give them privacy. Something that should have been done from the beginning. Harry and Meghan have crossed the line too many times. They cannot be trusted. However, there's more. These were not petty quarrels. It was not a random breach of trust. Both were blatantly and cruelly dismissive and condescending to the family. Harry could never be trusted again because of all the rubbish he said about his family. He chose to leave because he couldn't get what he wanted, and now he needs to lie in bed and suffer the consequences of his actions. William and Catherine can reach a level of forgiveness for their happiness that does not allow Harry and Meghan to return to any private conversations. Any information they receive must be received in the same way as the rest of the world. Harry and Meghan themselves said he considered Catherine as his sister, also selling terrible stories in the form of interviews, their books, and their friends, like Scobie and Worse, Netflix series. Harry even went to the extent of telling the world that William was trying to keep up appearances by marrying Catherine. What a mess Harry could be. All that talk about being a family again, bringing brothers together, should not happen. How could they trust either of them again? The way they bullied the Queen in her final months, the things they said and did, you may have forgotten. However, I bet William and Catherine haven't. Who can trust Harry? William should not be spending this precious time with Harry when Catherine and his family need him the most. Trust takes a long time to regain, and an incident may open the door, however it won't welcome you. William needs to be careful when he's so vulnerable. Not only has he had to go through his father's illness, his cousin's death, and now his wife, I will use the Middleton family as my support before Harry. They have intelligence, loyalty, and respect for privacy, values that Harry has lost. William needs time to process all of this. As for William possibly calling Harry brother because he needed someone to talk to, God, what a thing to say after the way Harry treated him. Since Harry left the royal family and allowed his wife to join in, attacking his brother and sister-in-law, it was the end of a trusting relationship. Prince William can't trust Harry anymore. They were brothers. However, sadly, Harry had decided to destroy his only biological sibling over the past few years. However, there is a thorn in his composure called Meghan. He will only follow Meghan's instructions as to how it will benefit her. I hope it will be sincere because William cannot afford to be stabbed again by Harry and Meghan, and I hope there will be genuine sympathy for the 3 of them and not money for Harry and Meghan. In the letter, Meghan and Harry didn't even have the courtesy to call her by her correct name. Instead of calling her Catherine, they called her Kate. And I hope that William will never allow the traitor and his wife to get close to him and his family. There was no way Harry could be upset about Catherine's condition. Even if there is a reconciliation, any reconciliation would require Harry to publicly and personally apologize to his brother. Let's be honest, it's not going to happen. It's very sad, however, sometimes when those things hurt you, it's better to cut them off for your own mental and even physical health. William has his parents-in-law and his parents' family. He also has global support. Now he needs sincere support, love, and care. not people with a hidden agenda. What about the fact that Harry contacted William? Unless there is evidence, I would not believe that Harry had personal contact with his brother, William. Harry betrayed his family, especially his brother, so I highly doubt that they have personal contact with each other. It is time for Catherine to focus on her healing and health, not on trying to reconcile with relatives who have been upset, bitter, and publicly humiliated her and bullied her daughter. One thing is for sure, Harry will never apologize, and William can never trust Harry again. Have you forgotten how they treated the Queen and Prince Philip in their later years? William will never let Meghan near his wife and children again, and this country will never let Meghan near his wife and children again, and this country will never accept them as a royal couple again. Prince William must keep his wife and children safe. Harry has allowed the world to think that Princess Catherine, the mother of his niece and nephew, is a racist. And everything Harry and Meghan have done to the royal family is unforgivable. William and Catherine know more about the personalities of the couple who moved abroad than the rest of us. And I think that Meghan and Harry, the two of them contra, however, to Catherine's health declining over the last few years, as their side constantly berated her, similar to Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip. Their statement couldn't even respect Catherine's rank, however, instead referred to her as Kate, and didn't sound truly sincere, just sounded like they were told by their peer people to come up with something and claimed it was what they came up with. And when I said they, it sounded like Meghan's voice. I think it's time to forget about Meghan and Harry, and for God's sake, stop with the olive branch nonsense. The last thing the royal family needs is those two hanging around out of fake pity. I think we should respect the feelings of hurt and betrayal that Prince William must feel. William didn't need Harry, of all people, to shoulder anything. He has many trusted family members by his side. He doesn't need stress and drama. My heart breaks for William. That man has gone through so much suffering and loneliness in his life, and now he has no one he can trust. He has to be everything to everyone, and with no one there for him. I truly wish him well, and that he was looking for therapy or something to help him deal with all of that. And yet, it seems that the Sussexes are the source and cause of so much stress, anxiety, and conflict in the lives of Prince William and Princess Catherine. It is not naive to think that all can be mended in an instant without showing sincere remorse and righting the past wrongs done to Wales. Catherine needs to be left alone, not aggravated by any more narcissistic family tragedies. William must learn these two things have not changed. Harry didn't deserve this ending. Illness does not require any form of forgiveness from those who condemn you and may pray for your passing. I hope William doesn't allow that energy around you as your immunity levels drop. I hope, for a moment, Harry can understand why he let his brother shoulder his royal duties for their country. Understand he could be the weak person he has become. He may want to return to the UK. Ultimately, it could come down to the fact that Meghan has made a huge mess of all the relationships in his life. Sadly, he cannot be trusted as long as he is under Meghan's spell. If Harry and Meghan are truly sincere, then they should tell their new best friend, Kim Kardashian, who mocked the Princess of Wales, to issue a public apology, and so should the drifters. And will the UK believe their good wishes? The British are not stupid, and neither are all the royals. They know they are sincere, and no one will trust them. All were responsible for spreading rumors and gossip about the King and Queen and the Prince and Princess of Wales. Harry and Meghan need to do something. Don't forget the evil they evoked. Well wishes should also come from the Sussexes, and apologies too, although in my book the damage has been done. Their actions and words over the years cannot be erased with a few insensitive sentences. Can't help, however, think that Meghan might not be too bothered by this news. I don't want to seem unfair, however. That's how I feel after everything they've said and done to smear Catherine over the past months. Even if they don't send Princess Catherine any good wishes, they should keep quiet. Those two could have kept quiet. The countless nasty things they had said about William and Catherine, the things they had done to make their lives miserable, that statement meant nothing. They may blame themselves for making her sick, just like the school bullies who suddenly became nice. One has to ask why. About coming back, please don't bother. No one wants them. That statement is for looks and appearance only. Public relations. Princess Catherine, I hope she finds the outpouring of love she receives and has received from many of us in support. I hope this horrible duo hasn't reached out, because that would be disingenuous. And William doesn't need to put any extra effort into trying to deal with two people who will no doubt try to use this to their advantage. Finally, I still want to send my wishes to my beautiful Princess Catherine. Hope she is healthy and safe. Stay strong in the face of all the storms, and I will always pray for her. Reflecting on the issues we've just discussed, I believe it opens up a fascinating array of perspectives and deepens our understanding. Your opinions are incredibly valuable as they enrich our discussions and help us approach topics from various angles. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and share this video. Your support is a powerful motivator for us to continue improving and delivering more insightful content. Thank you, and I look forward to our next encounter. Take care.